gonna weigh in, okay? Listen, make sure you're listening. Okay.
576.4 pounds.
I lost weight. 576 pounds. Okay, guys, I'll be back. Gotta go make my breakfast. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I weighed in. I lost some weight. So I'm now 576. So I went back down because yesterday I was like 580. I don't know what I did to gain the weight, but whatever. It's life. My body goes up and down all the time. All the time. But, oh, and then my appointment yesterday, guys, I didn't tell you in the blog. I kind of did. I kind of did. The psychologist, she had the surgery done too, guys, 16 years ago. I'm having ham, so that's my protein, and I'm having eggs. But I didn't do 3 eggs today. I did 2 eggs. And I'm using Mrs. Dash as my seasoning because they said I can't use salt anymore. And I'm having water. So, and I'm sorry that the blog was short yesterday. It was only 11 minutes. She was a really sweet lady, a very sweet lady. This is good. This is good. You guys would like it. If you guys haven't had breakfast yet by the time you watch my video, go make you eggs, an egg, ground or turkey lunch meat. That's turkey meat that you can get at like your Walmart or your Publix. Well, you guys probably don't have Publix, but your Walmart. If any of my fans are from Florida, then you know about Publix. But if you're from like anywhere up north, you know about like Kroger's and Myers and Sam's Club and Walmart. I mean, we have that down here. We have Sam's Club. We have a Kroger's that just came. We have a Aldi's that just came like a year ago. But it used to be Publix and Winn-Dixie, but because there's now like a Kroger's, because now there's like a Aldi, and the prices are so much cheaper at Aldi's, even than Walmart. People are shopping at Aldi's now, and so Winn-Dixies are starting to close in Florida. There's one right down the street from me that's actually still open. Well, it's not down the street. It's probably like 6 miles from my house. That's still open, but the parking lot is always empty. And plus, it's in a little shopping center, so there's like, I think the only reason why it's still open is because there's like a Chinese restaurant, some little convenience store, a Subway at one corner, and then in front of it is a CVS, and then across the street is a Walgreens. I don't know why they put them so close together. They're like they're in competition with each other all the time. Story time. So, last night, I could not go to sleep. I don't know why. My chest just felt weird. I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with my chest? I'm like, I hope the blood clot is not moving. But, I don't know what it was. But I fell asleep later, but, anyway, so this is a story time about my first date ever in my life. So, remember I did a story time that I was in a Christian school and I got kicked out Well, anyways, in this Christian school that I was a part of, the Christian school that I was in, that, you know, my parents wanted me to go to, in the Christian school that I went to, I met this girl named Caitlin. And she was Indian, she was adopted, brought to the United States. I'm adopted, but I was born in the United States. So we really connected on the adoption part. We connected on the adoption part. We started liking each other and getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and like spending our weekends together. Like I'd be at her house because her house was like really fun. Because her dad was like some big political person in Ohio. So they had like a very nice backyard, nice big pool, slide. They were always having parties, so I was always with her. And then I remember homecoming was coming up. And I asked her, do you want to go to homecoming? And she was like, yeah. So we went to homecoming. We had a lot of fun at homecoming, dancing all night long. And then afterwards, we had to come back to school the next day. Because, you have to go back to school because we weren't seniors yet. And really the freshmen weren't, like, we were allowed to go, but, like, we were both on the student, whatever you want to call it. So we had to help decorate the auditorium, getting it ready for prom, or from homecoming. And then we were like, why not just go? So we went as each other's dates, but we were just friends. And then I remember our first date was coming up, because we were like, we like each other, we were boyfriend, girlfriend. And our first date was coming up, and we didn't want to go by ourselves because we were like, okay, that would be like kind of awkward. So I remember this girl, my best friend, Brittany Blevins, that was her name. Shout out to you wherever you are. I remember it was her, me, and my little brother. My brother liked her so much, Brittany. And that was his first girlfriend ever. We all met up at the mall. We're holding hands, walking the mall, looking at food, stuff. We were eating like our little bagel, our little, whatever you want to call those things, cinnamon bites. There was a Dollar Theater that was like right by the mall, and where like everybody hanged out because the movies, like, a new movie would come out, but we had to wait like 2 weeks. No, like we had to wait like 2 months after the movie came out before it came to our theater. And it was only like $2 to see the movie. So I spent like $20 for all four of us. Yeah, for all four of us to see Coach Carter, because Coach Carter just came out and was big at the time. So we went to go see Coach Carter. It was a good movie. I loved Ashanti, so it was really cool seeing Ashanti in the movie. And then it was a good movie. It had a good storyline behind it, a really good storyline behind it. But we were too busy making out in the theater, so we didn't really watch it. And then her strict mom came to pick her up afterwards, because her mom was like so controlling because she only had girls, and she was one of those controlling type of people. Her mother was. So her mother was like, you gotta go. And it was like 9:30 and our date was over already, and I'm like, my mom's right there in the two seats, like she's in her car, like she waited in the car, Cause she's like, go have fun, I'm just gonna be here doing whatever she was doing. And so she was there just, to make parents feel comfortable. But her mother was like blowing up her phone, come on. And then she's like, I gotta go. And I'm like, oh my God, like, let me meet your mom, So I go out there, meet her mom. Her mom's like, oh, you're really sweet, blah, 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 blah. But we gotta go because, whatever. And so I was like, okay, it's fine. So I was like, I gave her a kiss goodbye. And then we saw each other, because that was like Friday, so we saw each other like Monday at school. And then she's like, I really had fun, but we can't date because my mom is racist. And I'm like, what? Really? Really? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, okay. So we didn't date. We just stayed really good friends. And then because she was older than me, because she was like a junior. She was a junior, not a freshman. I was a freshman. She was a junior. And then that was another issue. Mm-hmm.
Is Aunt Jack here?
Yeah. That was another issue, was the age difference. The age difference. She was a junior, I was a freshman, because, yeah, I would have been a freshman. So that was another factor in the situation, that her parent had a problem with it. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I understand. I understand the situation. I was like, I gotta respect your parent. It's fine. I'm not a parent yet, but I understand that situation. So, but then we secretly dated just at school. Like, it was so funny because we broke up, but then we were like, we like each other too much. And then she's like, this might be my only boyfriend, because she was being really controlled. So she's like, no, we're going to stay together. So we stayed together at the school. That was it. And then we would go to like different house parties and stuff that were like low key. Like, they weren't bad. They weren't like bad ragers, but they were just house parties. And so we would go to house parties and be like holding hands and taking pictures and whatever. And her parents never found out until the day of her graduation, and I showed up at her graduation. Then they were like, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm supporting my friend. Why would I not be here? And it was like a group of us. And they still had a problem with it. I'm like, wow, okay. And then she went off to go to this community college down the street from the Christian school. And then they were doing a tour like 2 years after she graduated, and I haven't seen her or heard from her. And they were doing a tour, and she was one of the tour guides for the next kids that were coming, the next shipment of kids that were coming. Because it was like my sophomore year then. No, it was like it was my sophomore year when I went on the tour. So, because they were like, let's get you prepared and ready for college. So when I went on the tour, I bumped into her, and I'm like, oh my God, Caitlin, what's up? And she's like, oh my God, what's up? How have you been? I'm like, I'm good. And she's like, oh my God, I've missed you. But she was like married or engaged now, and was like different, because she was like already, I don't know how old she would have been, but she got engaged quick, because in that type of religion, that's how it happens. So, but it was really cool to see her, and like I just kept looking at her, and I'm just like, I really still have a crush on you. I didn't even realize that. But guys, that's my story life of my first date ever. And then I didn't date again until I moved to Florida. So it was really like single for like 3 years before I moved to Florida. Oh wait, that's not true. I did date this girl named Emily for like 3 months, and it didn't last that long. But all right, guys, I love you so much for watching. I lost weight today. Why am I saying loser? You guys aren't losers. I heart you, or whatever. That's what Justin Bieber used to do. I'm not Justin Bieber. And I finished the plate of all the stuff. So now I'm going to just sit here, and I can't watch Netflix because my bill hasn't been paid yet. I got to pay my bill. I get paid on the 1st, but I guess because last month I paid it on the 29th, they cut it off on the 29th. So now I got to wait. So, all right, guys, peace. Love you guys so much. See you guys on the flip side. Bye. Enjoy your day.